I'm
it's
trying
been a
to
big
believe.
it's been a big year for horror games.
Oh yeah.
And so this game is a retro horror game. This is the release trailer that I'm showing here. Threshold.
Okay. Oh yeah. So basically, without talking a lot, if you can hear, there's
Yeah,
lots
we
of
can.
breathing.
Okay.
There's lots of like breathing going on. Well, I was hearing breathing because I had the trailer playing on my thing.
Okay. Yeah, it's not
Anyways,
playing here.
so it's like, but yeah. So basically, Threshold is like, it's it's a really cool game. It's like
Hmm.
it's very grounded, but also a little fantastical. So basically, you're a guy that gets a job working on
Hmm.
the top of a mountain, and there's a train that goes through the mountain, and the altitude is so high it's hard to breathe. So you have these little
Hmm.
canisters of air that you have to take in, and basically the whole game is kind of built around you managing your air intake and kind of doing all these small little tasks around. And obviously there's something creepy going on, but you can only start exploring that once you figure out the best way to like manage your air to do all these
Hmm.
things and blah blah blah. So that's just kind of like the gist
So
of
you're
it
kind of
at the
saying like the first things you do is you kind of go through the work aspect, and then you're
Mhm.
using sort of those skills to when the
Yeah.
strange stuff starts to happen. Okay.
So so before there's like a big horn over,
Hmm.
and basically like there is a brake that holds the train, and it's programmed essentially to like release the brake when it hears someone blow a horn. And since it's only you working, you have to expunge your air, blow into the horn to make the train keep going, right?
Hmm.
And once that happens, the train goes through, and then where the character is now, they drop off air canister tickets, so you can go exchange that for a ticket. So you have like a so you get the air and you blow it, and then you have kind of another, so like you have a time period, maybe 5 or 6 minutes between when the next train comes, and like so when you have to go blow into it again, right? So this is him getting another air canister. So basically you have that cycle constantly going, like, but as you're exploring around, you find more air canisters,
Hmm.
you find other things to do, like weird things that kind of develop the lore. And yeah, it's just really cool. It's really
Hmm.
cool, really weird. It's a pretty short game. I mean, short depending on how like well you can play and how quick you learn. But it's definitely like worth playing
Hmm.
if you like these kind of weird uh, first person horror games. The cool
It's
thing
like a
I
psychological horror, right? Is that kind
yeah,
of what it is? Okay.
it's like a really like psychological kind of social commentary sort
Hmm.
of game. There, the it the thing I love about it the most is when you start up the game, it asks you what country you're from, and it says, "What country are you from?" This will affect how hard the game is. Like, so it's
Oh,
like,
geez.
what country are you from? This will affect how hard the game is. If there's like 28 flags, you're like, oh god, like I guess I'm from America, and then
Oh
you click,
no.
and then like you spawn in, and like there's a shirt in your locker that says like "I Heart Washington" on it, and then and
Jeez.
then if you start so then you start over, you pick a different country. Like I picked Japan, and then my shirt said "I Heart Tokyo." So
Okay.
it's like it just like changes according to what country you pick. I don't know how it affects the difficulty, but yeah, it's really interesting. It's it's one of those games that like you can play through yourself and be like, oh yeah,
Hmm.
that was cool. But then if you watch someone else play it, you could probably find things that you never found or see things that you've
Uh-huh.
never seen. Because there's a lot of ways that you have to manage that resource of your breath, you know. But yeah, it's definitely worth it. I don't know how much it is. It's
I think it's pretty
10
affordable. Yeah.
bucks. Yeah, I would say definitely get it. It yeah, it's just fun, man. There's a like every character is named after a color. There's like a purple guy, a yellow guy. You're the new. you're the new yellow guy, so they call you yellow
Hmm.
guy. And then like you'll be like messing around trying to like find stuff, and then the purple guy will be like, "Hey, I urge you to go to work." You're like, "Okay," and you just like go blow the horn, and then it's like everything is like back to normal. Yeah, it's really
Sweet.
definitely awesome.